People don't quit companies, they quit bosses. And the reason they quit the bosses, they don't get what they need out of their environment. The golden rule, treat people the way you want to be treated, doesn't work. Platinum rule, treat people the way they need to be treated, is the key for maximizing the human capacity in any department, division, or entity. Now let's talk about the role of a manager. What does a manager do? A manager has to add value to the thinking and work of their direct reports. And they also have to have the ability to select and deselect people off their team. If they can't select or deselect people off of their team, they can't manage. Now let's talk about the role of a manager once removed, the M.O.R. The role of a manager once removed in talent is creating the talent pool for selection. Most companies do it the opposite way. The hiring manager will take a look at all the candidates, narrow it down to 3 or 4 candidates, and send them up to the boss. The problem is the boss might not see the best candidates. There's some self-preservation going on there. An A player will always hire an A player. A B player might hire a B or a C player. So let's talk about the role of a manager once removed. If you take a look at the organization, you take a look at how it's structured. There's 2 roles of an M.O.R. When you take a look at how the organization is structured, you've got different layers or different strata. And what I'm going to illustrate here is a 4 or a 5 stratum organization. Now, stratum 1 is where about 85% of all workers work in an organization. It's where all the work gets done. Stratum 2 is the first layer of management. Okay? Stratum 3, for example, in the grocery business, stratum 1, baggers, cashiers, service clerks, stockers, so forth and so on, receivers. Stratum 2, the first level of supervision. Meat manager, deli manager, front-end manager, accounting manager. Stratum 3, store director. Stratum 4, district manager. Stratum 5, executive VPs. So when we take a look at the role of a manager once removed, they are the most important role of an M.O.R. is to create the talent pool. They do all the interviewing. They do all the pre-screening. They create the talent pool, come up with 4 or 5 candidates, hand it off to the hiring manager, and they're comfortable with anyone that they pick. They can't hire. Here's what happens if the manager once removed hires. Comes up to one of his direct reports and says, "Here's Mary, your new employee." There's no emotional bond, there's no emotional commitment to that person. And if Mary doesn't work out, whose problem it is? Not the manager's, it's the M.O.R. So M.O.R. creates the talent pool. Then they mentor 2 layers below. They have to manage their direct reports, but they mentor 2 layers below. Mentoring is different than coaching, okay? Mentoring is meeting with that individual maybe once a quarter, having a cup of coffee with them, talking about a book that they want to read, a class that they want to take. What they're doing is they're mentoring them on career aspirations. So 2 roles of an M.O.R. create the talent pool and mentor.